Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. It took me absolutely forever to try and get the last one uploaded, but I think I have a system kind of made up now, and I think I have it kind of figured out. So it means that it's kind of like a streamlined process now of getting the podcast done, edited. I'm happy enough with the first podcast turned out, to be honest with you. Considering it was my very first one. There's definitely mistakes and things I want to improve upon, but I'll figure it out as it goes along. I want to keep the editing to a minimum as well, so I'm going to try and record all these podcasts in like a single take to the best of my ability. Okay, so in the first podcast I mentioned that I wanted to do a few episodes to get you, the audience, maybe to let you get to know me a bit better. I think before I started giving advice, but I said, to hell with it. I want to get straight into things. I want this podcast to be a good happy medium between information and motivation, and then maybe some comedy as well to balance things out. Humor is very, very important. Very important. So the topic I'd like to talk today about is I'm going to start off small enough, and it's just something I'm using myself on its perspective and the power of perspective and how it can shape your life. It can either make you or break you. It's your mind is like your car. It's like a driver in a car. It's just everything. Your outlook on things. It's unbelievable. You have to take control of your outlook on life. You just have to. No two ways about it. So it's only recently I've discovered how unbelievably powerful perspective is. So I'm going to go into, so basically I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, tell you a small little snippet, and then describe it and break it down, and hopefully you can take some advice from this and inspiration if you can, if it applies. So Christmas time, I'm in college at the moment. Around Christmas time I have a neck injury, and from sitting for too long on computers and chronic stress, chronic just fatigue, everything kind of built up, and I got a really, really bad case of vertigo. I ended up having to leave college for a few months. I think I might be going back, but the main thing is over the last few months I've kind of hit everything was looking pretty bad, pretty bleak, so my perspective was really shit about things. Every area of my life wasn't looking too good, but so I had a kind of choice of what I could do. So at that time, everything I was working towards was college. That was everything. I put every single ounce of myself into my work. It's just how I am. It's the way I do things. I just do things. I know it's stupid, but 110%. Every single thing I do, I give absolutely everything to it. And that was kind of been taken away from me, that I couldn't continue on with college because of this, of just this illness, that I physically could not go anymore. I couldn't even sit at a computer. Every time I lay down, my head was spinning. It was just way too much. So I had to leave, and I kind of sat around for a little while trying to recover, not knowing where to go, my next step. And rather than letting things happen to me, I kept on looking, I kept on looking for answers. I seen physios, no avail. I seen doctors, no avail. They were saying things like, oh, you're just a bit anxious, you're a bit stressed, that's the reason you're dizzy, go away. And that was it. I felt like I was being shrugged off, and I didn't like that. And I knew it wasn't right. It didn't sit well with me. So I kept on going, and I kept on going. I was disheartened about all these, doctors and that, and I kept on saying, no, I want to go back and I want to continue on my life. I don't want this to affect me, because I don't think it should. I knew it was kind of physical, something that happened. So I looked, and eventually I found a chiropractor. He looked at me and he kind of told me exactly what was wrong. It was basically just, kind of bad posture, and then, stress as well. And it was unbelievable. It was absolutely incredible. This is the first time someone sat down with me and discussed this properly and gave me hope that this thing can go away. I can get the fuck on with my life and not worry about this anymore. I can get things back on track. And that little bit of hope is just absolutely incredible what it done for me. It changed my perspective just from bad to very positive. And it's been the first time in a very long time I had a positive perspective on things, positive outlook on things. And I can even feel in my body. You can feel everything. You just walk taller, everything. It's just, if you're going through a bad time, you have to just keep on pushing through. It sounds cliche as fuck, but what you have to do is know in yourself, you have to be real with yourself, man. You just have to. You have to be real with yourself. You can't bullshit yourself. You can sit there and bullshit doctors and all the rest. You know yourself. So first of all, I'd like to talk about a few things. And I think people get life things in life a bit misconstrued. And I know this might sound a bit cliche, but life is a journey. And I think a lot of people have this idea that these obstacles are roadblocks. Okay? I think that's what most people think. Obstacles, these things that crop up and piss us off and kind of get in our way, they're there to kind of stop us. And then once they move, we can carry on then. That's not it, man. That's not it. These obstacles are just opportunities to become stronger. That's it. You have to break through them. And by breaking through them, you become stronger. You don't wait for these opportunities, and you don't wait for these obstacles to disappear. You go through them, and that's how you get stronger. It's totally different. It's nearly like taking life is happening to you. You can't, if you have that mindset, it goes into everything. It's like an infection. It's like a disease. You let life happen to you. Sit back, and all of a sudden life's passing you by, and you have the power inside you to change things. And a lot of people don't realize how strong they are, or won't push themselves. And some people are kind of spoiled growing up, and kind of life hits them then at 20, and it's like, holy shit, what's going on? 30 comes, and it's like they're still maybe living at home or whatever. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but once they kind of hit hardships, they're not prepared. And it's not really their fault. They can't be prepared. So I feel like I've faced a lot of hardships coming up into this point, and I feel grateful for them. And that's a huge, I think that's such a very positive way to look at things. And it's only recently, don't get me wrong, it's only recently I got this mindset, and I can see the benefits of it to no end. But you just have to try and be as positive as you possibly can. This morning I woke up, and I have to say I was a bit pissed off with things. I felt like things were getting worse again. But I woke up, and I volunteer at a local arts centre. So when I woke up, it was like, oh fuck no, not today, and I'm afraid of getting vertigo again, and this is going to go wrong, and that's going to go wrong. But the difference was I stopped myself and just said, you've been through so much, you know exactly what's going to happen, but you have to take that step. You will feel uncomfortable 100%, but when you go through it, you know you'll be okay. And that feeling of relief after you've done it yet again, you've kind of proved that little piece of doubt in your head yet again that you can. And that's what life's all about. You need obstacles, but it's your mindset on conquering these obstacles. That's what you need to develop. Resilience. That's what will make you unbelievably strong. Yeah, so to me, mindset, outlook is everything. Absolutely everything. Try and face things head on. And, that's a learned skill. It's a learned skill. I'm still learning it myself. I'm not perfect. Okay. But, this is a journey. And there'll be loads of roadblocks in between. The goal, it's so cliche, but it's so, it's not the goal. It's not the goal that makes you happy. It's your mindset. It really is. It's your outlook. For example, before my neck started playing up and all the rest of it. When I was going to college, deep down, I had this feeling that when I completed college, when I got that piece of paper at the end of my 3 years, that would have made me happy. That's what I thought. Now, obviously it's not, but I nearly imagine myself, standing there with this degree and I'm kind of going, shit, why didn't anything change? Why aren't things better now? I have this piece of paper. To me, like, this is what I work for. I earned this, but I'm still the same person. You know what I mean? I didn't conquer anything. I didn't tackle anything. So I'm nearly glad in a way things worked out that it did. I really am. That it really allowed me to adjust my perspective, and I'm allowed to repeat my semester so I can go back. But now I've got a totally new outlook, man. A totally new outlook. Then now I can attack it head on. And you know what? I feel like I'm a better person. I don't need this degree. Even if I go back and fail it, I won't. But even if I go back and fail it, I'm like, so what? It doesn't make me as a person. It's only a piece of paper. That's simply all it is. And I was given it so much more power than it actually had. I was holding it up, and once I achieved this, I will be so happy. And life doesn't work that way. I'm a stronger person from going through the challenges, facing, everything else. You know what I mean? And I seen an interesting post by a guy I follow on Instagram. He has a podcast as well. His name's Aubrey Marcus. You guys might have heard of him. And I just like to read. He posted up something which said, without the dragon, there can be no heroes. Now, obviously, as I was talking about, these dragons are, like roadblocks and all the rest of it. And this is his post. I'm going to read from it, okay? You're a hero. Look your dragons in the eye. Let them know they may kill you, but you will die as a warrior or warrior queen. With my shield are on it, as 300 once said. Grip tightly the sword of your spirit. Forge in the fires of resistance. Breathe deep and step forward. One step in front of the other. Use love, use strength, use consciousness, use everything you have to confront the challenges in your life head on. There are no defeats on the hero's path, only lessons to be learned. Which brings me on to another small point. People in life think of as failing as losing. You know what I mean? They think of, there's okay, for an example, say, I don't know, what you're failing at, or what you want to achieve in life, or whatever skill you're doing, or whatever you consider a defeat. So say, I'm going to use for an example, say asking a girl out, okay? Just popped into my head. Asking a girl out, okay? So you might feel like you've no social skills, or you might be awkward or whatever. You finally, get the courage one day, you walk up and, hey, what's up? Would you like to go out for coffee sometime? And she's like, no, sorry, I have a boyfriend, or just no, or whatever. And you turn around and, you take that, oh shit, that's like a defeat. That's a failure. I was rejected. It's not that at all. Like, that's not the way to look at it. It was simply, you simply adjust that situation. You walk away from going, okay, cool. You walk away and you reassess it later on. Don't attach any emotion to it, Just sit there and reassess it later on and say, well, why did it happen? Maybe I came across as unconfident, Maybe I came across as this or that. Simple as it is. And, if you're a girl sitting there and, an unconfident guy come over, you might be your type, maybe she'd a boyfriend, maybe blah, 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 blah. But just adjust and move on. That's not a failure. That's not a defeat. But a lot of people they're so afraid of failing that they won't try. And that kills me. That absolutely kills me. I love the idea of failing because I learn from it. And it's this mindset that I have now is I want to learn so badly. I'm so determined to do. Even this podcast, for example. This probably sounds like shit. And I will simply learn from it. But it's not going to stop me from putting this out. It's You cannot be a perfectionist. And I'm forcing myself to do that. I used to, when I was in college, if there was an assignment due and it took people 20 hours to create an animation, I'd spend 100. No exaggeration. I would destroy my body, my own health, to try and give it a perfect whatever. But it didn't matter, I still got the same amount of marks as the people who put in 20 hours and I put in 100. It was just this stupid idea of perfectionism that I thought I needed to achieve. Now on purpose, I will submit something with a flaw in it. It still hurts me to do it, but I need to learn, you know what I mean? Nothing in life is perfect. Nothing. There's no such thing as perfect. I don't even know where the idea of perfection came from. It does not exist. But, So, I want to give just some advice that if you're stuck in a rut, or if you have something lacking in your life. Now, for an example, I used, talking to a girl, you might be single, whatever it is. Maybe you might suffer from depression, you might suffer from anxiety, social situations, all that type of stuff. So, I think I'd like to give some advice on that. So first of all, you have to find a way to change your obstacles into opportunities. Now, for an example, I can change the example for this one. If you've got social anxiety or whatever, whatever this applies to, it applies to so many different things. But I'm just using maybe a socially anxious person, say going to a party or some sort of social gathering as an example. So say you have a girl or a guy walks into a party and they're dreading it the entire day. They're so afraid, but they still go, okay? So you've got a great opportunity to learn, because this is your fear. This is the thing you've been dreading. And you can kind of explore different things. You can kind of push yourself. Stay there, tell yourself you're going to be there for, 5-10 minutes. And then you kind of go, shit, I'm here 10 minutes. I'm going to stay 5 minutes longer. And I'm going to stay 5 minutes longer. And every time you say that, you're beating that doubt back a little bit. It's not going to be done at one go, you know what I mean? So you'll have to keep on fighting it there over the course of time. But and some people, as somebody else might say, I'm not going to a party because I'm too afraid. I don't want to even try. Now, the fear of that is incredible. But once you even go, say even for 5 minutes, and just stay even 5 minutes longer and 5 minutes longer, that's the fear of you're not afraid of failing. You go there, you could fail. Whoever you even see is failing, you know what I mean? You can't really fail in that. Like, what's the worst that could happen? So you go there and, you just push yourself. Slowly push yourself and push yourself and push yourself. And that's it. There's no defeats. You just simply learn and you try and apply it. You try and fix that and you go again. But a lot of people dread the idea of failing and kind of nearly consider themselves losers or whatever. It doesn't work that way. If you ask a girl out, if you're socially anxious, you go to a party. I'm trying to think of any situation you can apply this to. Do not be afraid. Even if it's, maybe you're an older person trying to go back to college or something. You think, I'm going to be too old, or I can't do that, or I can't do this. You've already lost. Just try. Honest to God, just try. You do not know what can come of it. And also allow yourself time to change your perspective, to change yourself, to allow yourself time to change your outlook and your mindset. That, when you see these obstacles, see these obstacles as opportunities to grow and be a better person. But it's not gonna be over the space of a week, even a year. It could be over the space of, say, 5 years, 10 years. And every time, no matter how small it is, that fear comes into your mind, you have to challenge it. Have to. All the time. It's okay to take breaks and be kind to yourself, but every single fucking time that thing comes into your head, it says, that bit of doubt. You're at a party and it's like, oh, let's go now. I'm not too sure about this. You say, fuck you, and you stay. Every time, whatever, every time you're going to ask a girl out or whatever, and that thing says you're not good enough, you just say, fuck you. And even if you don't want to ask her out, you just have to challenge that thought. You just sit there a while longer. You go and even just say, hey, what's up? Say hello, smile, walk away. But you just have to keep pushing, slowly pushing. And then apply that to bigger areas and aspects of your life. That could be small as, say going to a party. And then, a social anxious person, say going to a party, you're just going to keep pushing back and fighting that little bit of fear. Because the brain's not, the brain is just trying to protect yourself. But you have to keep fighting that. You have to saying no and have the confidence and that fire in your belly and kind of say, no, I'm not going, I'm staying. And you can apply that to everything. That one analogy that I like is like saying like MMA. It's something I want to start studying myself. And even there's a good example as well, MMA. That I want to start studying jiu-jitsu. And obviously I'm going to suck ass, like get the shit kicked out of me the first like couple of months or even years. But what a great opportunity to learn that is. If I go in and I get tapped out, 6, 7, 8, 10 times by good people, every time I get tapped out, I'm like, I know not to do that again. I know to change my approach. Learning, failing or losing is such an amazing opportunity to learn. And I think you need to lose. You need to, if you're a fighter, you have to lose at least once. You have to face that adversity and come back from it. You just have to. That's how life really works. That's how you build character and strength and everything there is to be a human being and be who you want to be. You have to lose. Have to. You have to lose. And then you just come back from it. That's what it is. That's your real journey. It's not all smooth sailing. It's not undefeated fighters, stuff like that. You have to lose and come back, because that's the most important fight you will ever have in your entire life. Because, that's the one that matters. When things are going good and you have to fight, if you're a fighter, I'm just saying. And that's what I'm going to do. Is to go way outside my comfort zone, way outside. And I want to have that thing in my head saying, stop, and I don't want to do this, and this might happen, that might happen. Fuck you, I'm learning jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm telling myself. Fuck you. I could get tapped out God knows many times. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm staying there. And I will learn, and you just get better. Simple as. Apply that to every area of your life and see things just manifest in front of you. See happiness. Stick your chest out. Fucking walk tall. And that's it, man. With that fucking attitude. You have to be real and you have to be honest with yourself, So whatever, addressing the problem, first of all, finding out. Don't attach too much emotion to whatever you're trying to figure out, So say you're asking, it's going back to this one, a guy asking a girl out, whatever. You feel like you're ugly, you feel like whatever, all this bullshit. Break it down. Don't attach any emotion, Do you know that it's not so much the words that hurt, it's the emotion that follow them. So, say you're a guy or you're a girl, whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm fat, blah, 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 I'm ugly. And it's not even the words that I'm fat. It's the kind of shame or the guilt or the victim mentality or whatever that goes along with it, Try and detach that from yourself. That look at the words and get rid of the emotions. That doesn't serve any purpose. That's, so try your best. Don't let the emotions will that will trigger the response. You don't want that. Just look at the facts nearly and separate. Even be as subjective as physically possible. So, say you're a guy and it's like, okay, you kind of sit down, maybe pen and paper or whatever, just to break things down. You're not going to solve everything in one go. So sit down, and this is a guy, say, asking out a girl, and he's gone, well, shit, you know what? My social skills aren't great, you know what I mean? I kind of maybe spend too much time on my Xbox. Okay, there you go. Maybe I could get a haircut, either shave or change something about myself. Maybe join a gym or something. Maybe be more fucking confident, Simple as. Just learn how to assert myself. I'm not be a dickhead or douchebag. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just being confident. That you can walk up to a girl or a guy or whatever and say, how are you? Look them square in the eye and not be kind of like, and work up to that stage going, okay, that's where I need to be. That's where I'd like to be. So I'm going to walk up to a girl every single fucking day, just even one, and say, hey, how are you? Maybe even just say, hey, how are you the first time? Second time, start a conversation. Third time, have a fucking, a one-on-one with them. Ask them about their fucking childhood, whatever. Keep going and going, and then maybe say, hey, what about going for coffee? No thanks. Cool. And once you give off that persona that, you're okay, you don't need that person. You'd like to, go for coffee with that person, but you don't need it. There's a massive, massive difference. And that comes across, that needy kind of whatever. So just break things down and work on them. Look at a plan. I'm in the same boat. That's why I'm even doing the volunteering. Volunteer, is a great way to improve your social skills. You're talking to people. You feel good about yourself because you're fucking, you're helping other people out. You're learning things, you're interacting. It's a win-win. But you have to do these things. You have to push yourself out there. And this is like, my free time I'm using. And it's just brilliant. I could not recommend it more. Do whatever you're interested in. If it's animals or whatever, you've go and volunteer and do something. Get out there more and meet new people. It's fucking amazing. Free your mind. And sometimes it's the last kind of thought I want to touch on this. Don't be afraid to explore deeper thoughts, maybe, because sometimes you need to go backwards before you can go forwards. Okay. So as I say, I'm going to go with the girl going to the socially anxious girl, say, going to a party again, as an example. Now, you can sit there and have these thoughts in your head saying, you know what, I want to go to this party and challenge myself. But sometimes you just sit there and kind of say, why is this even happening in the first place? Like, why do I feel socially anxious? Why do I not feel confident? Why do I nearly crumble as a person if someone, looks at me, or if I have to do a presentation? Oh my God, that's the worst thing in the fucking world. Why? That's what she used to look at. Sometimes look at the root issue and nearly solve that. And that can really help going forward, because sometimes the fear is usually a kind of warped thought, trying to protect itself. So without exploring the root issue, she's going to the party and her brain is kind of thinking, shit, I'm in real trouble here. What about if I'm rejected, say as a group, when humans were kind of evolving and all the rest of it, like a pack animal, say. And that's what this whole kind of social anxiousness is, like being excluded from the group. You know what I mean? Shit, if you're excluded from the group, you're alone. You're by yourself. You're vulnerable. But when she kind of gets that thought in her head and she's sitting there thinking, wait a minute. If I walk into this party, just say for instance, if she just said to herself, if I just walk into this party, just even for one night and pretended like I was confident, do like the Conor McGregor arm walk, you know what I mean? The Billy strut, and your arms are going to swaying about with your chest out and just stare at everyone. And what are you going to do? Oh my God, get out of here, you're a bitch or something. What's the worst that's going to happen? Just not a thing. But this whole fear and everything that's keeping her down is this power she's given to other people. Like, there's nothing that can happen to her. Not a thing. But if she explores the root issue, it can make that night a lot more manageable, because the fear is not there. You're kind of realising the fear and all these intense emotions are coming from a place that doesn't even really exist. It holds no kind of power, you know what I mean? No power at all, really, when you think about it. But that's the same with all fears, and the same with a lot of even my fears as well. And once I learned to kind of tackle them at a root issue, really getting to the root of things, and it can be tough, definitely, it really, really, really helps. Really does. So I just wanted to share a bit of information on perspective and maybe tackling issues a little bit, just touching the surface. And I will go in more detail, a lot more detail with certain things like my childhood and different issues such as depression and anxiety and stuff like that, growing up with, how I deal with them, and even now how I turn things around. So I hope you guys took something from this, and I really hope maybe you could help somebody. I really do, and trust me, man, I was just have to fucking, it sounds so fucking cliche, I really know, but think positive and keep fucking going. Believe me, once you get the ball rolling, do something that kind of gets you a bit afraid, and then it can be horrible, Stay there, go through it, and that surge of fucking, I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's like dopamine or something that hits you after you kind of conquer the thing you fear the most. It's just so releasing. I get addicted to that, and then you chase it. You just chase that. So just chase you, man. Just chase your fears. That's what you do. So I want to read Aubrey Marcus another post as well, and he's on Instagram as Aubrey Marcus, all lowercase. He's a podcast as well. I suggest you subscribe to it. He's really good, really inspirational. Gives out a lot of cool knowledge and stuff like that. So be sure to check him out, definitely. I'm going to finish off this segment with this excerpt. Wisdom isn't how many books you've read or how smart you are. It doesn't come with age. It's how many mistakes you've admitted and learned from. It's how well you listen, not just to smart people, but to all people. Wisdom is knowing full well that compared to what there is to know, you don't know anything. It is the antagonist of pride and the bedfellow of humility. Wisdom never knows itself as wise. It knows itself as ready to learn. So here's to all of us who make mistakes and don't know shit. It's crack, boys. This is the second part of the show. Since the first part was a bit heavy and, advice on this and advice on that, I thought the second part should be a little bit lighter and have a bit of crack. This segment, I'm going to hop on Snapchat. I don't really use it, and I absolutely am fascinated by the celebrity culture, man. The celebrity culture is just fucking, it's like, what the fuck? The people, they're so obsessed over these things. They're so obsessed with what she wearing or what's going on here or fucking whatever. It's hilarious to me. So I thought it'd be fun to go onto the Daily Mail Snapchat. If anybody knows the Daily Mail, it's a heap of shy. Wouldn't wipe me arse with it. But sure, look, I thought it'd be fun to go through and their little Snapchat kind of stories or news or whatever. And I'm going to describe them to you and kind of tell you what the news is today in fucking Daily Mail world. So first of all, Kendall Jenner. The Jenners are never out of this fucking Snapchat thing either. The Daily Mail. Right, so our first story is Kendall Jenner. Okay, come on, get the grips. I'm going to read out the headline first, obviously. So, skimpy show. Kendall Jenner put on an impromptu swimwear display while doing not a lot on a yacht. So, they kind of call themselves out, do they not know? Kendall Jenner put on an impromptu swimwear display while not doing a lot on a yacht. They're literally just saying, here's a girl wearing a bikini on a yacht. Like, it's literally front, back, arsehole sticking out, rubbing against the glass. Like a picture of that and stick on the fucking news. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, read. Kendall Jenner puts on an impromptu swimwear display. Class. Sun worshipping is a hard job. Someone's got to do it. Class. 21? Kendall Jenner is 21. Fucking hell, man. Lordy Lord. Just says what she was wearing. Fucking a lot of arseholes in a boat. Yeah, there you go. Who cares? Yeah. Next story. Especially for yoons. Kourtney Kardashian joins son with her rumoured boyfriend on yacht in Cairns. Kourtney Kardashian? Many of them is there. So, one of the Kardashians, Kourtney, is with her boyfriend. Just standing there. The shots are so creepy as well. Like, it's literally probably like them talking on a boat, which they're pixelated, so God knows how far away the boat actually is from land. And some cunt is like spying on them with a telescope. It's just so creepy to me. It's like paedophile. It's not a paedophile. It's like stalkerish. It's so fucking weird. Like looking in some cunt's window. God, man. Oh, kisses for broken Ariana, sorry. This is the Ariana Grande concert, and this is where the bomb went off. All the people died. Just their boyfriend kissed her, so they thought to get another story of that. going to skip through this one because it's probably just like, it's basically that's what it is. Ariana Grande, boyfriend kissed her, took a picture of it, and then he somehow got a story out of it. So fair play. Terror alert critical. Just there's a terror alert. There's a critical alert in Britain. British Prime Minister Orange troops. Blah blah blah. Well, yeah, you kind of knew that. All the cunts breaking in doors and all the rest of it to arrest all the boys. Up to no good. Oh, here we are again. The boy who became a bomber. This is the Daily Mail. Like, they'll dig through anything to get a story. Absolutely anything. He was named, so these are all probably Facebook pictures and just the bomber in Manchester and his face is circled out. So blah blah blah, MI5. I'm just saying where he was. I don't even want to give out his name because, fuck that guy. Irina's in her arena. Model makes a sensational return to the red carpet 2 months after giving birth. Wow, fair play to your horse. Irina Shayk wowed the red carpet in Cannes in a daring cut flow length gown 2 months after giving birth to her first child. Fair play to you, hey. Fucking tits hanging out of the fucking dress, hey. Hey, she's looking well. She's looking well after having the baby, the whole lot now. Yeah, she was looking at a fucking Ronaldo, I think it was. I'm not into gossip now, I'm not. I swear I'm not. Happy anniversary. Elegant Elle Fanning leads A-listers on their carpet to celebrate 70 years of... so what is this? This is just some 19-year-old just standing on the carpet. This is all fashion as well, I suppose. So, like, suppose some people... Elle Fanning... people are into fashion, so I'll give it a break, I suppose. It's a film festival or whatever it is in Cannes, and it's all these celebrities standing around in dresses while fucking... There's like a fucking billion cameras just like taking pictures of her. I know it's so fucking pretentious looking. It really is. But look, whatever. Looks like a dress is made out of fucking seashells. What the fuck? But sure, look, whatever it sells, doesn't it, I suppose? I'm fucking reading it. Risque, R-I-S-Q-U-E, Rita. Yep. Singer's plunging mini dress steals the show at yes, it stole the show. Her dress stole the show there, so it did. Which basically means her fucking, you could nearly see her tits. She might as well wear 2 bits of fucking gaffer tape over her nipples, you know what I mean? Eye-popping Rita. She stole the show because she got the most attention, I suppose. Yeah. She wore a different dress later on that evening as well. Huh? Think about that now. Jesus, Pam Anderson's looking... I was going to say looking rough, but I suppose she's looking well for the amount of fucking shite she's been through. Poor cunt's probably fucking knackered from running up and down the beach. Who the fuck's that? Whoa, Pam Anderson is a different person. What's going on here? Paris Hilton! Whatever happened to Paris Hilton? Huh? She was like fucking... She was like the original kind of Kardashian, wasn't she? I think she was. She had that like... what was her show? Keeping Up with like Paris or something? I don't know what the fuck it was. It was some thing she's walking around with her dog and I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Like, it was the same thing as like Keeping Up the Kardashians, I think. They just walk around and do nothing and then people watch it. And this is just different people. And here we have Ella Husk wearing a got kind of cape flowy shit. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, fuck off. Little and large. Pint-sized Kourtney Kardashian is dwarfed by leggy Kendall Jenner as they strut around Cannes. So here we have a tall woman and a short woman. Here's a story. Oh my god. Kendall Jenner showed that she was literally head and shoulders above her sister Kourtney Kardashian as they stepped out together. They got off a boat. I'm just going to summarise the rest of it. It's fucking stupid. Kendall 21 flashed her abs in a chick striped crop top and high-waisted white flares. What the fuck? Here's them petting a dog. Here's them walking. They look like flares. What the fuck? Looks like some cunt fucking had a Stanley blade and just ripped the end of her jeans off. Big slit in them, hey. She's just tall. I don't like. There's no story here yet. Yeah, it's just like here's a tall woman, here's a short woman. She's done it again. Melania leaves Donald hanging for a second time as he tries to hold her hand in Rome. And it's Donald Trump reaching for Melania's hand, and she just pulls her hand away to like brush her hair. So there's a full story here as well. Like it honestly is amazing to me how they manage to get stories out of this shit. Absolutely fucking baffling. They managed to get a full stories of. It's just crazy. They must have been. These journalists must have been incredible at fucking, doing like essays and that in college, like last minute assignments. Holy Jesus Christ. Holy Jesus. Now, boys, this is going to shock you. Well, not really in this day and age. Not really, to be honest with you. Virginity for sale. Bidding starts at $112,000 for Kim, 18, who was offering herself on a website to buy a house and car. Oh my Jesus Christ. The 18-year-old woman, she's a fucking child, has put her virginity up for auction through a website that boasts about having doctors who can verify that the girls have not had sex. Mother of God. Kim, who was half Austrian and half German, decided to sell her body through the agency Cinderella Escorts to fund her studies and buy an apartment and a car. Bidding for the student starts at $112,000. What fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? According to German media, Kim contacted a specialist agency with the words, oh my God. No, that's not what she said, sorry. With the words, hello, my name is Kim and I would like to sell my virginity. Jesus Christ, man. What day and age are we fucking living in? What's going on? The Cinderella Escorts website claims her virginity is proven with a doctor's certificate. How? Like, how do you even do that? Just stick her up on one of them tables, spread the legs, and just fucking stick the head up there, Oh yeah, she's grand, yeah. What's the little flap called or something over it? That's fucking proof she's not a virgin. Jesus Christ. I don't even why do you want virgins. Virgins, like, be tight as fuck, man. They're just screaming in pain and bleeding, It's not sexy. It's fucking just horrible. Yeah. And a potential buyer can also do their own test to inspect the girl. Holy fucking Jesus. Kim said, I would like to study in Germany or Vienna. With the money I can buy a flat, pay tuition fees and afford a car. Kim said she was inspired by Alexandria Kefren, an 18-year-old Romanian model who sold her virginity for $2.6 million to a businessman from Hong Kong. What the fuck, man? Wow. That must be like the world's most expensive fucking whore. Here. You wanted a head and you want to fucking runs the Cinderella Escorts. Jesus Christ. Looks like a fucking bouncer. She's built like a fucking wardrobe. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, it's a man. Holy Jesus. Oh, it's a man. I was going to say she had the tits of a 12-year-old linebacker. Boy, by the way. Virginity for sale. See, this is the whole kind of fucking shallow outlook on life, isn't it? Like, I want to sell my body so I can buy a car. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's kind of like what I was talking about in the first part of I don't want to go too far into it, but the first part is kind of saying, like, when I get these things I can be happy. It is that mindset, isn't it? It's like, when I get this car, when I get this education, when I get this house, I'll be happy. And she's willing to sell her body for, like, can you imagine this sleazy, greasy, dirty, sweaty fucking hairy cunt that's gonna want to fucking bid for basically an 18-year-old. No, 18-year-old supposed to be an adult. Someone who thinks like that as a child was to sell themselves like that. And even the pictures, Jesus, man. There's a lot of pictures throughout the article, and it kind of shows herself, and she looks just not so innocent. You know what I mean? It's so sad. It's just sad. Maybe she's just doing it for attention either, though. So you never know about these things. Okay, next story. News hound. Watch this surreal moment. Russian TV anchor is caught off guard by Labrador interrupting her protest. What? How the fuck did a Labrador get in the studio? Fuck that. It's just like a video, and I obviously can't play a video because it's a podcast, audio podcast. I might look into doing like video, like podcast in the future. And one thing I would love to do in the future as well is Twitch. It's a video games, live streaming, and you can like chat with people as well. So that's something to look into as well in the future. That'd be funny as fuck. I'd really love to do that. I can't even pronounce this. Churros. Churros? I don't know. Churros Kardashian. Kim is spotted eating her favourite treat as she and Kanye take north to Disneyland. Exclusive pics in the top right hand corner, it says. And they have a little kind of animated cutout of Kanye West, and he flies across the screen and eats Kim's churro. No, there he goes there, eating it again. So this is Kim Kardashian eating something in Disneyland, and people love this stuff for some reason. The 36-year-old reality star tucked into one of her favourite foods from a cart. What? The 36-year-old reality star tucked into one of her favourite foods from a cart. Her favourite food from a cart. It's a fucking such an oddly specific thing, like. Oh my Christ. Kim, who has previously spoken about her love of churros, looked every inch of yummy mummy in tank top. There we go. Objectifying again. Oh man. Kim and Kanye had bought, do you know what, like, there's no point going on any further. It's just, she's eating a fucking burrito, whatever the fuck it is, in Disneyland. Like, who gives a fuck? And here we have world's sexiest woman, Hailey Baldwin, reveals the reason why Maximum named her number one at annual. Okay, now I want to read this. Why is she number one? Smouldering in black. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, class. Yeah. Oh yeah, class. Here's you now. What's the fucking reason? Dickheads. It doesn't explain, does it? Thank you, Matt. If only people knew how clumsy and quirky I really am. If you don't, you just know fucking. You're just like half naked in all your pictures there. You hear? Only mess on it. She's probably a nice girl. Appearing on the cover of the special edition Hailey, 20 years old, obviously, smolders in a black mesh bodysuit, while the shots inside reveal exactly why she was unseated Stella Maxwell as the world's sexiest woman. That's Christ, man, you know what I mean? Whatever, just skip on. Just get the fuck. I'm not even looking up this shit. It's just world's sexiest woman. Double denim diva. Rihanna is swamped by oversized jacket and shirt combo. Rihanna, okay? It's called double denim diva. She's wearing double denim. I think you're not supposed to do that. I don't know what the fuck. But she's wearing like this coat, and it's peeled open, and it's gonna fall down her shoulders. It's really like baggy as well, and the pants of it look like. Do you ever see them like them gangsters in America who just go way too far? Like sometimes their jeans is sagging, but then sometimes like there's literally they're around their knees. And they keep a belt. They can't even move their legs. They look fucking hilarious. Like, it looks like her arse is about 5 foot long. She kind of looks like a postman who has been raped by a pit bull. Just absolutely fucking demolished. I'm just going to skip on. Hell on Rails. Photos from the 70s show New York's graffiti-covered crime-ridden subway. Photos from the 70s, blah blah blah. This is just the 70s. Some of the photos in this are actually kind of cool. If you ever seen the Warriors film, they kind of look like that, like all the little gang is going to Coney Island. Looks really cool. I'd advise you look it up. Just look up just photos from the 70s. You'd probably come up because it's a trending article. So yeah, it's really interesting. Bin Laden's last words. Osama bin Laden's widow revealed the mastermind's final moments as seals closed in. Okay. Blah 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 blah. They want me, not you. That's basically what it is. I just skipped through it all. That's the article. There's loads more words, obviously, but I'm just cutting at the fucking horseshit. Splish splash. Here's a panda proves that nothing more joyous than a bear at bath time. It's a panda splashing about. Class. Let off to die. Cop allowed woman on drugs to drive off without sobriety test before she crashed into a river and drowned. Well, I'm drinking chamomile tea, by the way. I fucking love chamomile tea. Dashcam footage, blah blah blah. Tony Anderson, 20, slurred her words and giggled as she spoke to a cop who pulled her over. She probably fucking gave him a hand job or something. Here we go, another arse. Getting a tan in Canes, Emily Ratajkowski thrills her army of Instagram fans with a sizzling bikini shot. So here's Emily Ratajkowski showing her arse, basically. Like, do you know what I mean? Here's an arse, people are delighted. But when I do it... Cheeky crows, model's mini dress loses the battle with the breeze as she makes an impression at film festival. So some models dress like it's a mini skirt and she's wearing, you know, like a tongue underneath that blows up, shows her arse cheek, and, you know, story. There's a story for you boys. Sarah's sent from heaven. Model shows why she's Victoria's Secret angel during the beach break. So basically she just stands there in the fucking... It's just weird. Just stand there in the cacks and it's like, yeah, showed you why you're so sexy. It just looks weird, man. Girl is fucking relaxing. Someone's taking like glamour images of her, trying to paste them as she's, you know, unbelievably hot and sexy, and just standing there like fucking with her arse hanging out. Just weird to me. Give me more of the Dior. Just another models and dresses somewhere. Drone of the deep. World's first swimming camera is likely to take online vacation bragging to new depths. Oh, you just swim around in this show. It's kind of like okay, hold on. This is a camera like it's basically like a remote control camera fish. It actually has a little fin and all at the back. It kind of like wobbles. What do you mean wobbles? Like splashes about to power itself. It's got a full on tail. It's basically like a selfie stick for divers. It just swims along and records things. Imagine like a drone for the water, basically. You know, that's the best I can describe it. So yeah, now there's no escaping from cunts. Gummy bears for kisses. Teacher caught kissing boy 10 on the lips in empty classroom after luring him in with candy. Ah, Christ, man. What the fuck's wrong with the world, you know? When adults like that and they kind of abuse the trust of these kids, it's fucking horrible. Duchess of Drawing. Kate is praised for a sketch of Pippa wedding church that featured on... So Kate Middleton drew a picture, everybody. Fucking hell. Inside Pippa's Crystal Palace. First photos from the wedding. Pippa Middleton got married and she had little flowers. It was a wedding and they're showing it because she's supposed to be important, and there you go. Sorry about the sex. Orlando Bloom apologises to waitress who got fired after sharing incredible night with him. So she's a fine looking yoke anyway, and she sex with Orlando Bloom there, and she got fired. She probably got fucking probably a waitress or something like that. You know what I mean? Rode him on the fucking top of the buffet and get a load of sausages up her arse and everything. Ciao Bella. Model is stunning in cut out black dress with daring thigh split as she heads out to Rome. You can basically see her fanny, like, do you know what I mean? I don't even know why she's wearing pants. It's just stupid at this stage. The cut. She's walking, the dress is trailing behind her, like, do you know what I mean? Like, why even wear it? Just walk out there with your arse hanging out. I don't know. Rebel Williams in court, she's wearing a tracksuit there and some pink shoes. I don't know, whatever. Ain't too proud to beg. Pet owners share the shameless antics of their furry friends when it comes to nabbing human. This is just cats. It's just animals eating food off the table. I'm just going to do 2 more stories, and I'll leave it there. We don't want to get too monotonous. Aaron's jail hell. NFL star was attacked by inmates, fought with guards, and ate notes so they wouldn't be confiscated. Oh lordy. This is the NFL guy. The former NFL star also gorged on 20 honey buns in one night, as his time in prison became increasingly miserable before he killed himself. What? Why? How did he even get this fucking information? I can just imagine like a reporter standing there, kind of interviewing like the guards, like really kind of like snidely, kind of probing at them, trying to get some information, and it's just mentioning things in passing, such as, oh, he once took a shit that was fucking 3 foot long. Yeah, he also ate 20 honey buns in one night, and the guy's just sitting there. The reporter was just like, oh yeah, deadly, has some good information there, just scribbling all this stuff down. He had 20 honey buns in one night, and this isn't the story. Like, how do you even get that information? Who knows these things? Fucking insanity. This is the guy. I'm not sure what his story was. I don't follow NFL, but I think he hung himself anyway. I don't know. I'm not even sure what he's in there for, so I can't give much of an opinion on it really. Honeymoon threesome. Bride married 2 weeks ago. Bride married 2 weeks ago is arrested for having public sex with male and female co-workers. Jesus. Bride married weeks ago. The 19-year-old newlyweds from Mississippi. Oh lordy. 19-year-old newlywed is arrested in Mississippi when she was spotted having a public threesome with co-workers in broad daylight on the deck of a family-friendly restaurant. Probably fucking up there with Orlando Bloom and the other Hoover. Top of the buffet. Amy Hammers. Yeah, she does. 19 of Pearl River, Louisiana. Allegedly engaged in the alfresco group sex session with Brandon Maybury, 30. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And one on the deck of Triple D's, a Creole seafood restaurant. Oh. Hammers had gotten married just 2 weeks before, the group were arrested. Got arrested and he had to be gangbanged there in the restaurant for some reason. In the middle of the day in broad daylight in front of God and everybody, Adam said, I'd hate to have to tell Mama and Daddy I got arrested for that. She just fucked, man. Who cares? Like, what did they do wrong? You know what I mean? Just fucked in a restaurant. Who hasn't? Bosom buddies. Amber Rose and Black China show they aren't shy but stripping off for Instagram videos. So 2 women get their tits out. One's bald actually. Why is she bald? Wow, I have to say, like, these bras, like, there's no strap on them, and these girls they've big old tits, alright. No, I'm not gonna lie, fairly big old jugs, and these jugs, it just looks like it kind of looks like a maxi pad going across both nipples. I don't know how the fuck it's staying on. Fucking hell. I'm more impressed by the bra actually staying on rather than their tits, because they're probably fake. Okay, I want to just read out one more and leave it at that. Man Crush Monday. Jennifer Lopez posts cozy snap with A-Rod after he visited her on the set of Shades of Blue. Smith and Jennifer Lopez, Man Crush Monday. What? Oh, this is fucking shite. Well, I'll get one more. Okay, here we go, boys. This is the last one of the day. Holy fuck, this is going over nearly an hour long. I hope you guys are enjoying this and this isn't dragging on like fuck. I really hope it's not. But, you know, I'll learn from it. Fuck it, it'll be grand. Colour correction. Black man given white penis during transplant in South Africa will have a tattooed, said surgeons. What? Black lad was given a white penis during transplant. That must look fucking hilarious. It must be like, can you imagine like an Oreo, but you squeeze it too hard and the white starts coming out from it? See, that's what it looks like. That's the image I'm getting in my head anyway. Oh, even like, imagine how disappointed you'd be as a woman. Kind of like, you know, the whole stereotype of them having big dicks. And you get this little ginger todger just hanging off there. I wonder would he still have, like, how much of the area was actually transplanted? Like, would he have still like black pubes? Do you know, like the kind of curly hair? Or would he just have like full on ponytail just hanging over his dick? A man who received the world's third successful penis transplant is black, but his new organ is white. Surgeons have revealed. Ta-da! Oh my Jesus. It means the unnamed 40-year-old patient will have to undergo extensive medical tattooing. Oh, he's going to paint it black, man. That didn't come out right. Paint it black. Pause. Man. Not paint it black, man. Paint a black, man. The patient who lost his penis due to complications from traditional circumcision. What the fuck? How does that even fuck? What? It's like, yeah, just take off the top there. And the fucking, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you're not supposed to have an inverted dick, no? No, like, what's it called? Transgenders, if you're going from, was it a female? No, yeah, if you're going from, hold on a minute. Male to female, do you turn your dick inside out? Now, that's a video you don't look up on YouTube, I'll tell you that now. 10-hour procedure. Just, how the fuck do you have his dick cut off during a circumcision? Like, what's going on? The tattooing procedure will take towards the end of the year, blah, blah, blah. The patient is black and the donor was white. We have very few donors for this transplant procedure. He'd suffered from depression beforehand and was even suicidal. Well, you would be, wouldn't you? Having a white dick. Tell me about it. The professor said the man is doing much better now. He loves his little dick now. Loves it. He can get into fucking everything so he can. Even if the client was comfortable having it done in one session, because of the area, I wouldn't feel safe having the entire penis healing at once. Jesus. It would take a little longer, but remaining healthy and safe is too important to rush. As many as 250 men are estimated to lose their penises each year in an initiation ceremony conducted by some tribe. And he was in like a tribe. I'm assuming, yeah, they must have fucking used, you know, like fucking some poisonous toad or something as anesthesia, and then you probably fucking wipe the area with a nail nettle or something to clean it up. Them boys don't give a fuck. Them boys will just go and eat a slug and then start chasing lions around the place out of their fucking tits. They love that stuff, so they do. Okay, so we are 103 into it. I want to call it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll let you know in the process. I'm going to use a hosting service, I think, for the podcast. I use SoundCloud to upload the first episode, but I want to do more podcasts than SoundCloud will allow. So I'm going to pay for maybe hosting or look into more hosting procedures and see how it works out. So hope you guys enjoyed. There'll be more to follow. This might go up as 1 part or 2 parts. I'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed even the segment. Any feedback is appreciated. Peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.